What's up guys? Okay, so today I just got this through the post and today we are going to be doing the unboxing and setup of it. But you know, it's going to be doing the unboxing, just going through that, seeing what comes in here, and then we're going to be setting it up, showing you guys how to set it up. I'm not sure if it's complicated or not. I presume it's pretty simple as it's quite a small gimbal, but I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it anyway. Now this is the new Feiyu-Tech G6 gimbal, came out I think a couple weeks ago. In another video we are going to be doing the review and comparisons between this and the G5, G4S, stuff like that. But yeah, in this video we're going to be unboxing and setting it up, so let's just get on with it. There you go, so I'm just going to flip that switch and then open this up, and oh, it comes with a nice little carry case. Oh, I quite like that, that looks quite nice. So the G4S came with like a nice sturdy carry case. The G5 came with a case, but it was quite slim, and I didn't like it so much, it didn't feel so rugged. But this is nice, I like this, this is more rugged. I'd feel good putting this in the backpack, so yeah, I like this. So this box is empty, so I'm just gonna put this away. So we are just left with this nice case, so I'm gonna go ahead and open this up and see what comes inside. I'm obviously hoping the gimbal is inside this. So there we go, it's nice and padded. Comes with a note, which I presume are just instructions. So in this note just comes with instructions, so you guys can read them if you want, but I'm going to leave them to the side for now. Okay, so this is what's in the box. Obviously you have the envelope that we took out, and then you have the G6 gimbal here. This is actually my first look at it, and it looks quite nice. See there you have the LCD screen, joystick, on and off button, and the record and take photo button there. I do like how it now has the record and take photo button from the gimbal itself. That for me is a massive plus point. I love the fact that you don't have to press it with the GoPro. Overall the case feels quite good. You got this nice foamy top and then this more hard foam bottom, but let's go and check out the gimbal. Okay, so we have this piece of foam that comes in the place of your GoPro. I'm just going to go and slide that out. And there is the G6. So here is the G6 out of the box. Let's just put that aside for 1 minute and see what else comes in the box. And we have this little box here, so I'm going to go ahead and open this up and see what comes inside it. I presume it's just a few screws, but we'll just, you know, have a look. So we have a connector which connects your GoPro to the gimbal, I presume. I think that's what it's for. And then we have also the charging cable. So this plugs into your gimbal and then into a USB to charge the gimbal. And as I thought, we have two little screws here, which I think they're spares, because yeah, they are spares because the gimbal already comes with screws on, but there's two little spare screws here in case you lose them, which is helpful. And finally in the box you have the battery. So let's go back and take another look at the G6 gimbal. So here it is. Obviously you have the LCD screen here, joystick, all of that stuff, buttons on the back. And I mean, that's the first look at it. Obviously I'll be doing a full review on it in another video. Okay, so the setup is pretty simple. All you're going to need is your gimbal, your GoPro and your battery. I don't have the Hero 6, I've only got the Hero 5, but the Hero 5 and 6 both fit in the gimbal. So on the gimbal you will see it, obviously on the head it has these screws. You will want to loosen these. You will want to loosen these so they're loose enough that you can get your GoPro in. There we go, that's off. Okay, so we have our little piece there which is off. So you'll see now we have the top clip off, so you're just left with these two screws that are loose. They can't come out as because of this thing here, so they cannot fall out, so you're fine with that. So next we're going to go and grab our GoPro, and you have two ways that you can mount the GoPro onto this. You can either do it two ways. You can either do it the way where the mode button goes in first, or you can do it where the lens goes in first. Me preferred, I prefer the lens going in first, then you have access to the mode button when you're using it. If you go this way in first, then once it's all set up, how can you turn your GoPro on and off? If you have the Hero 6, then you can use voice control to turn it on, so that's not a problem for you. If you have the Hero 5, you either got to make sure it's on before you set it up, or you just got to use the quick capture one button settings by just pressing this to start and stop recording, but you can't go through settings or anything because the mode button is in there. Having said that, you can obviously use a touchscreen at the back, so again, it's your personal preference of what you would rather do. If you have the Hero 5 and it is on this way, then you can't turn the GoPro on and off, so you've got to hope your battery life is long enough. Another thing you might want to reckon with is if the lens is in first, then that also cuts off the ability to charge your GoPro at the same time. If you want to charge your GoPro at the same time, it has to go power button in first, because then you can access this here which allows you to charge your GoPro while using the gimbal. I'll just quickly show you how to do that now. So you just open this up, take this off by pulling it, that comes off, so you leave this charging port out in the open, and then we need to go and grab our plug that I showed you earlier from this. I'm just going to open this up, and then out of this we're going to grab this little lead here. Now one of these plugs into the gimbal, one of these plugs into the GoPro. This end goes into the GoPro, and then this end goes into the gimbal. This is also like a charging port for the GoPro. So if we imagine this is already attached to the gimbal, so what you would do is you would put this charging end into the GoPro like so, plug that in, and then you would grab this end here, you would turn it back to front so you can see the LCD screen, and then here you have a little charging flap. If we just open up that flap, then we can pop this other end in. Okay, so now you have the cable that goes from there into the back of your gimbal, just there. Now that would charge your GoPro for you. Now as I actually haven't attached the GoPro to the gimbal yet, I'm just going to take this off and just put the gimbal away, put the GoPro away, and then I'm going to undo this as well. I'm just going to leave this back in the box. Okay, so this is now back on. I can now do that up. There we go, so our GoPro is now as it was before that. Now that was just a little cheeky extra you guys got. I probably shouldn't have been showing you that, as I'm only showing you how to set it up. Should have saved that for the tutorial on how you use it, but you know, there you go. Right, so this is now going in this end, lens first. So I'm now then going to go and just reattach these screws and screw back up the top clip. So I will get back to you guys when I've screwed it up. So it is now nice and firmly on the gimbal. Now, depending on which GoPro you're using, as you can use older GoPro versions on this, so you can use the Hero 4, Hero 3, stuff like that, or Hero 6, they're all different weights. So new with this is in the old G5 you had to carry a weight around with you to adjust depending on which GoPro you're using, but with the new G6 what they've cleverly done is they've added this sort of adjustable bar. So what you'll be able to see is, I can't show you this on the camera as they're too small, but up close you'll be able to see here they have a close lock and an open lock with arrows in the direction. So we're just going to open this up and we're going to screw it towards the open lock. So I'm just going to screw this. There we go, that comes open, and that allows this plate to slide back and forth. And that depends on how heavy your GoPro is about what balance it needs to be. So if I go and put this firmly on the ground, then as you can see this is tilting way too far this way. I need it to be tilting like that in the middle. So I'm then going to just go and adjust this slightly further this way until, oh, that's not bad actually. Actually that is bang on center. So I'm then going to go and screw that up, lock that tight. And there we go. You'll probably notice that what's different is that this motor here is tilting way further back. Now Feiyu-Tech have done this, so in the last G5 this motor here was up here, so you couldn't really see your LCD screen, but they've made it further back so you can now see what you're watching, see what you're filming in your LCD screen. They've also, if you might notice, they've made the motors slightly bigger. They say it makes it slightly more stable, a bit less jittery, so they've just done that. Now we need to get our battery in, so to get our battery in, it's fairly simple. On the bottom here, there's a screw open lid. Screw that, battery in, and then screw it back up. Now the battery does come charged, so you don't have to charge it immediately. So to turn it on, all you do is simply hold down the mode button or on and off button, which is this one here. I'm going to hold that down. See the LCD screen starts doing stuff, and we're on. So there we go, our GoPro is now fully set up. I will show you guys all the modes, all the buttons, what everything does, how to use it properly in another video. I'll probably do one big tutorial and review video coming up very soon, hopefully within the next week. So subscribe for that, turn on notifications so you get notified when it comes out, and if it's already out then I will leave the link down in the description below. If you did enjoy then please don't forget to smash a like on this video down below. And we just hit 1,000 subscribers, so thank you guys so much for 1,000, that is crazy. You could help us get to 2,000 by subscribing down below. But yeah, also comment down below any other gimbal videos you want to see. I'm going to be doing tutorials, reviews, comparisons, anything else you want to see, then let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next video.